Hello everyone, welcome to the Chart Shot Gamescast. Each week, friends gather around, talk about the games they've been playing, things going on in their lives. Today, I have with me Justin.
I'm liking how my quarantine beard is coming in.
You have a quarantine beard
now.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
okay.
It's a solid 6 out of 10.
Yeah, like it doesn't like grow down, but like it's filling in a lot more.
Well, you don't want the neck beard.
Right. I just trimmed that.
Yeah. I mean, I have it in spades.
It was getting too intense.
You get confused with the insurrectionist earlier this month.
The erection?
Yes.
The erectionist? What?
Mm-hmm.
No,
That's
and like the
handle.
press thing, they said like the erection at the Capitol.
Ooh.
There's just a Freudian slip. But,
Which one?
Or just looking at the
There's been plenty of erections at the Capitol.
there was a very famous one a few years ago.
That, I'm pretty sure, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And we also have Ben.
Fuck you, Hades!
You beat Hades.
I conquered death, motherfucker. Sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Well,
the
the
thumbs
devil.
up doesn't really equate well for audio.
Neither is talking about my beard
thumbs
for 5
up!
minutes.
Thumbs up. Ching, ching. Yeah, well, whatever.
All right, Justin, what are you gonna say?
I said
Watch it
neither
live
is
on
talking about
Twitch.
my beard.
God damn it!
Neither just talking about my beard for 5 minutes.
Is this an ASMR thing now? Are we doing this?
No, you kept talking over me, so I landed on my mic.
Mm-hmm.
I was just saying watch live on Twitch.
Oh yeah, that's
Every
true.
Friday. Yeah, that's
You
all.
should. Everyone knows the podcasts are best in audio and video form.
All right, Justin, what have you been up to?
Not a lot. I finished curating my arcade cabinet, so that was exciting.
Yeah,
Sick.
1,069.
No,
Nice.
actually, I was at 1068 when I finished,
Yeah.
so I was gonna
not
add one
nice.
more. But then I went back through and was like looking, because some of the ones, like, I spent so long going through these, like probably a week or so, that like I forgot if one was like one I'd already seen. So there was a few duplicates in there that I didn't realize. Like after I went through and like got the the box art and descriptions and stuff and like proper names for all the games, because it was just like they were organized by file name, which was kind of weird sometimes. So there'd be games where like I had the European version and the American version, and they were totally different names. And like one was started with A and one started with Z. So like, they were so far removed from each other, I didn't remember which one was which. So I actually ended up deleting probably a couple dozen more games. So I'm not sure what I'm at now, but I've been going through because it also deleted out my favorites. So I've been going through and like trying to remember which games I liked the most. So I can build a favorites list for the video I want to make about like my favorite arcade games. That, aren't like Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter or anything obvious like that. So I'm noticing even a few more as I go that like I just completely missed. Because it's so confusing. Like some of these games have like 4 or 5 different names depending on the regions. And it's obnoxious.
Yeah.
Or like they'll even have different names in the same region because like they were re-released or something. So like a future
Upgraded
revision.
versions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That was the norm.
I know, but it's exhausting to deal with when you're trying to like make sure you have one of everything and you have the right version of each one. And yeah, so sometimes like I'll realize that I deleted like the American version or whatever, but like it's still in English and nothing's different. It's just a different title. So like I'll name it the American version, but then you boot up the game and it's like the European title, and I'm like, whatever, close enough, don't care. But yeah, so I'm still going through those, and I was doing like some painting and stuff. It looks real slick now.
Ooh.
But aside from that, I really haven't been playing much. I haven't really wanted to like sit at my my computer all that often because my eyes have been kind of hurting me. And like when you're working from home, you're at your computer all day. Like I've been wanting to get up, and so that's why I've been at the arcade. But I did pick up Captain Toad Treasure Tracker on Switch.
Nice.
Did you do... Oh, I'm guessing you got it that way, huh?
Yeah. I had it on Wii U already. But there was a little glitch in the Walmart system. I'm gonna assume it was Ben's fault.
Yes, it was. I gladly did that.
Yeah, he did me a solid. And so I think Wario64 reported that the special episode DLC was being sold for like $4 or something like that. But when you go to purchase it, it actually it includes the full game also.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Wow.
So you can get the full game and the special episode for like $4.30 something.
That's insane.
I know.
Yeah.
So me and a few of my friends grabbed that up, and I've just kind of been playing it casually, doing a handful of puzzles every morning, just to kind of get my brain active when I wake up. But that game's still really fun. It's simple, but it's so charming, and they managed to get a lot of mileage out of the very limited skill set that Captain Toad has. Because basically all you can do is interact with objects, and throw turnips. So it's all the only thing that still bothers me kind of is the camera. It's a little wonky. But everything is just a cube, and you're spinning it around, trying to find the hidden objects and what you can manipulate in the level, whatever. And there's a certain number of collectibles in each level. When you get them all, you get a award or whatever on your level screen. That's yeah, you finished this one. And I don't remember if it was in it originally, but there's Pixel Toad things, like a hide and seek game that only shows up after you beat the level. So even if you get everything, you boot out of the level and then you still have to go back in to find this Pixel Toad somewhere in the level. And it's usually just you pan the camera around until you see where it's hiding somewhere. But sometimes you actually have to do a portion of the level again because it's hiding under a rock or something like that you have to move before you can click on it. So there's actually some cool replay value and stuff in there too, especially if you don't get everything. But yeah, I mean, it's like I said, it's just a fun little puzzle game to do every now and then. But yeah, I haven't played too much. I did briefly, I'm gonna talk about it more later. I'm gonna do a video on it and everything. But I briefly jumped into a game called Ocean's Heart that just launched on Steam yesterday, well, the 21st. My brother told me about it because he's been playtesting it for I don't know how long, months. And it's one of the guys in his Zelda fan game community made this. Because he's been part of that community for years. Those that have known me for a long time know that my brother made a Zelda fan game, and so he's kind of been entrenched in that community or whatever. And the game engine they use, Solaris, which is basically a Zelda game maker kind of, has gotten really good. And so this is one of the first commercial games that's actually been released using that engine. Cool. So it's kind of a big deal. And so I just jumped in a little bit to kind of get a feel for it, the controls and stuff. And it's I love the art style. It's got some beautiful sprites and stuff. Yes. And the atmosphere is fun, and it's got a really fun writing style. It's a one-man game, so he did everything. I'm sure he licensed out some music and stuff. I'm not sure yet. I'm gonna talk to him, but yeah, it's very impressive for one guy. It's not a perfect game by any means, but it's also a cute little $15 indie. So it's it's what you would expect from RPG Maker or something, that kind of game where it's okay, this was made by one person, I can tell, but it's it's a solid attempt. And so yeah, this weekend I'm going to do a little playthrough video of the game with my brother. Just kind of giving some behind the scenes insight into the development of the game and the way the Solaris engine works in general. And because I said, it's usually just made for Zelda fan games, but this was it's a Zelda-like game, but it's an entirely original thing. And then I started to reach out to him, but I'm going to interview the developer, and just kind of, pick his brain on the game development process and stuff, how one guy made this from concept to release. And I think that'll be really fun. So I think I'm going to put the interview on our channel here at Charge Shot. So look out for that. But like I said, I need to reach out to him. I know he's good for the interview. I just have to figure out the logistics. Because ideally I'll do like a video interview kind of like this, and then like show some game footage and stuff over it. But I feel like people have gotten pretty used to the like Zoom or Discord video interview format these days. So I think that would be really good.
I don't watch a lot of sports, but like last night after AEW, they had like they were interviewing like a hockey player, and it was so weird to see like the hockey player and then like the flash of like a name, like having it flash.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So yeah, I'm gonna have fun with that. But like I said, I'll have more to report next week. The game just came out yesterday, so I really didn't. I spent like maybe 20 minutes with it. But yeah, that's me. That's pretty much it.
I like the design of the main character. She's cute.
Yeah, it's got like a kind of a almost Minish Cap style to it. But
I agree.
Yeah,
I was confused because I was like, Ocean. Isn't that game already out? Hasn't that been out? Then I was like, no, that's Ocean.
Yeah.
Horn.
Yeah, it's Ocean.
I was like, this is very similar. I was like, and that's also a Zelda clone.
I think one of the things I'm going to ask him is like, did you realize that your Zelda clone is also very close to Oceanhorn?
It's a clone of a clone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully it's not as slow and meticulous as Oceanhorn was. Ugh. God. The dark days of the early Switch when the indie games were just barren. Anyways.
And now Oceanhorn 2 is out, which is apparently even worse. I think I'm going to play it at some point. But
yeah.
My goal right now is to kind of do like what I did. Sorry, I didn't mean to take over. But to do what I did with the Mario Metroid month and like cover newish Zelda clones all year. So like I'll start with this Ocean's Heart, and then like probably at some point I'll do Oceanhorn 2, and like I don't know if I want to do Genshin Impact. That one's a little obvious, but like some of these newer ones that have come out.
I wouldn't call that a Zelda clone either. That's just a Breath of the Wild clone.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's a Zelda game.
I mean, like, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
To be fair to Oceanhorn, though, that was a mobile game first, and then they ported it everywhere. So it was.
And so was Oceanhorn 2.
It was pretty impressive for a mobile game.
Mobile game, sure. I'm playing on Switch. That thing was ass and slow. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. I was so bored. No. Like,
plus, like, just the dungeons don't feel very inspired or anything. Like, it's a very basic game.
Yeah.
All right. Ben, what have you been playing? Oceanhorn?
So I fucking beat Hades. Literally the day after we recorded our last show. I did it at work. I managed so the day literally afterwards I did a run at Hades because there's you can get a fishing rod in it, and in Hades to like fish for like things you can give it to the chef. So there's so much content in this game. Seriously, it's stupid. It's dumb how much is in there. I'm gonna spoil Hades a little bit, so just to give y'all a heads up if you care about plot stuff. But so first off, I did a bullshit run because at the end, before you go fight Hades in the final level, Chiron has like a whole bunch of riches. So I was like, okay, this run I'm gonna get through. I'm gonna get all the way. I'm not gonna use any Chiron coins. I'm gonna use it to get the 1 diamond just to get the diamond. And like if I die, I die. And I nearly beat Hades just on that fucking run. That bullshit run, I nearly beat him. And so the run that did, I think it was like 2 runs later, which is the next day. I had Demeter's like cast, where she basically shoots an ice beam at her. I had Athena's special as my dash, so basically I became invulnerable. I reflected projectiles whenever I dashed, which is badass. And I had Zeus's lightning bolts to like throw. I was like perfect. And so somehow, I don't know how I pulled it off, I had all 3 of my tries, quarters I'm gonna call them. I can't remember what they're called in the game right now. To Harry. So I'm like, okay. Oh, when I fought Hades, like, okay, this has to be the run. I was psyching myself up. I have all 3, chances to do this. If I don't do this now, I'm never gonna do this. And somehow I fucking did. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I have not, my chest has not bumped that hard or like gotten that tense playing a final boss in so long, where I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, just one mistake would have fucked me over. But I did it. Like, I haven't had that gratifying satisfaction of whooping the game's ass in so long. Like, even the champions of Elysium, those fuckers were nothing to me. I steamrolled them, didn't use any of my chances against them. That's never happened before. So I'm like, this is the fucking run. This has to be the run. So then you ask yourself, well, you beat the game, right? Yes and no. You do beat Hades, but the game doesn't end. It doesn't end. So, you learn it as you play more. But basically, the gods think Zagreus is trying to get to Olympus to join them. That's a lie, and you learn this by talking with Nyx and mostly with Nyx, your adoptive mother, and or Zagreus' adoptive mother rather. And basically, you learn about Persephone, Hades' I think first wife, that she is actually Zagreus' mother, and he wants to know, why did you leave me? I just want to know why, like, that's all. You can hate me, whatever. And so the goal was to get to Persephone. So after he beats Hades, what's funny thing is, I love, like, after you beat Hades, he tells you to go, and he's like, I know why you're going, and it's gonna hurt you. Just tell her Cerberus is doing fine. And I found that really funny. He, like, instead of telling his son to tell his ex-wife, like, tell your mom I love her, like, tell her Cerberus is doing okay. I found that really funny. So you get this, like, you go to Greece. Greece is technically the final area, but you get a victory before that, and you see her. She's right there. Persephone. And so, like, at first she's all pissed. I'm like, oh fuck, another boss fight. Are you fucking kidding me? It's not. And so basically, you learn that Persephone, and you kind of hear this early on, that Zagreus was born, when he was born, like, whenever you see Zagreus run, he has like fire coming out of his feet. That's from when he was born. Like an incident that happened, and like that's why Hades wears the rings to cover up the scars from it. So apparently at that birth, Zagreus was taken away, and Persephone was told that Zagreus had died. And so I guess that kind of grief kind of basically pushed her away. And so Zagreus didn't know Persephone, and so Zagreus had no knowledge of her existence until recently. Persephone had no acknowledgement that Zagreus was even alive. So it was a very tearful moment of reuniting a mother and son. And as somebody whose relationship with his mother is shit, that fucking killed me.
Aww.
Yeah. So like they hugged, but here's the catch, right? Here's the catch. He wants to see his mom. He just wants to see his mom. That's it. Zagreus can't stay on Earth. You literally die after you talk to Persephone.
Oh, he can't even leave her. Like,
he's just like his father. He is bound to Hades. He cannot stay there.
He's hellbound.
He's hellbound. Yeah, exactly. So, so basically the consent of the game is to solve more of the mystery. They give you more incentive to beat it again. I haven't tried it because I just needed to put it down. I needed to take a break.
Yeah.
I needed to play other games. But, like, I love that. It was just like, okay, so I get the satisfaction of beating it, right? I get the satisfaction that I did it, but now I have another reason to keep going forward when I choose to. Plus, you get, like, Hades is, like, super... Hades denies it. The funniest thing is that you come back, and you're thinking, oh, God, what are you going to say? Hades just flats out, nah, bruh. Didn't happen, bruh. Wasn't real. Wasn't tournament, bruh. Wasn't tournament.
He's gaslighting you.
He's legit gaslighting you. He doesn't acknowledge it whatsoever. He thinks, like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
None of this happened. We fought? No, I would kill you. Shut up, boy. That's it. Literally. So, like, but everybody else knows. But now you can modify the difficulty of it. So now you can customize your runs after you do it the first time. So it's like, seriously, Supergiant Games. Fuck! This is such an incredible game for $24.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's gonna kick your ass a lot, but I will maintain I never felt salty to any loss. I never did. I just had
I don't know about that.
No, dude, like legit, like I'll get salty, I'll get mad, or I'll get like, oh, I was so close, but it was just like I can do it again. I never got pissed. I never got like Street Fighter V online pissed. I never got to that point. Because like it doesn't take long. It takes me like 30 minutes to do it. It's not long to do. And especially once I understood like boss patterns and which now I understand like how the boons work and like, oh, okay, if I get Euryphity, I can get this buff. Oh my god, it's a fucking science to me now. So like, yeah, seriously, don't sleep on Hades. If you haven't played Hades now, what the fuck are you doing? Go buy it. I don't care if you don't like roguelikes. Play this one. This will change your fucking mind. Now, does this mean I'm going to like play every roguelike? Hell no, fuck that. There's too many of them, and most of them are probably garbage.
Just play the good ones.
But exactly. But if I see one that I think has a unique art style and unique battle system, I will give it a shot. I will not be like, nah, no, not gonna touch it at all. I will do that. I mean, shit, I'm gonna give Dead Cells a shot. But I feel like I should space out my time between Hades and Dead Cells. I don't feel like doing it too close to each other would be a bad idea.
Hades is so much better than Dead Cells, but Dead Cells is still good. Very good.
Yeah, that's what I hear. I can't wait to try that too. Yeah, seriously, Hades. I still maintain Street Fighter 4 was my game of the year, but fucking Hades is the biggest surprise of the year for me, and like I'm glad I didn't deny it. But so after I beat Hades, I'm like, what the fuck do I play now? You have that really whenever you play a great game and you beat it, and I'm like, you don't want to replay it because sometimes replaying it immediately can like kind of kill that mood. I was like, well, I don't want to. Let me play something else. So what the fuck do I play? And I just put in BioShock Infinite. I bought it on the Switch. This is before I got my Xbox One. Like around May, because we had just gotten a COVID check, like a COVID bonus. So I was like, well, what the fuck do I use it for? I was like, I saw on the website, I was walking to work, I saw that we had BioShock Infinite. I'm like, or the BioShock collection for Switch. I'm like, you know what, fuck it, just buy it. I've been wanting to replay the game, and it's portable, and I heard they were good ports. And I started it, and so I think when I picked up this playthrough, I had stopped right outside just meeting Elizabeth for the first time. That's where I stopped, and that was like back in May of last year. And now I'm at the end of the game. I forgot how short this game was. It's not that long. Or maybe it isn't, and it is long, but I'm playing it portably, so it doesn't feel as long as when I first played it. But if there's one thing I will say about it, it's kind of weird going back to this first-person shooter because like it's a little not archaic, but coming from Doom Eternal to this is a little bit jarring because I kept wanting to go bam, run around, but you can't do that with Booker DeWitt. It's pretty much a cover. You got to cover. You got to play defensively, which is fine. I love playing with the Vigors. The Vigors are still as fun as I remember. I'm sorry. I may be a sadist for saying this, but there's no better feeling when you use the electrical one. I can't remember the names. And you shoot them, and then their head pops off. I'm like, oh fuck yeah, let's go. I might be a sick human being. But like, I just like how the gunplay works. But I think what really like still sticks with me is like the storytelling and just like how like once you open that first tear when you're dealing with I think the after you help the Vox for the first time, like get your airship. That's when I think the game really fucking open up, when you're going through different dimensions, different time limits, and you see people like kind of like they're dead in this world, but they can't. It's so strange. It's so mesmerizing. I love it. Like also like, and of course like Colombia is basically just America, just smaller. Although I do think that the game kind of does like both sides are bad thing where once the Vox are taking over, they kind of go very ruthless. Like, I think her name is Daisy Fitzroy. She shoots one of the guys in the head. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I get it. You guys think both sides are bad. Fuck you. Anyways, moving on. It's not. I mean, Comstock's clearly the bad guy here. But I mean, like, I love exploring Colombia. Like, I love doing it. I love exploring it. Like, I know some people may be uncomfortable with the very extremely racist overtones, but like, maybe that's a triggering effect for some people. But like, I think it's merited in that, like, that's where a lot of, at least back then, the over-central racism comes from. You have, like, it's ugly, but I think it should be seen. You know, and then you see the opposite side when you go like to the, I think it's called Shantytown or Shanty Village or something like that, and you see just how bad everything is there for people of color. It's like, what the, yeah, this game. I wouldn't say this game's ahead of its time, but like like playing through it now in these times, especially, it's kind of it has a very different lens on it, but it's still fun. The interdimensional stuff is great. I just rescued Elizabeth, so I think I'm near the end of the game again. And yeah, I don't know if I'll go play BioShock 1 or 2. I've never played 2. Just because I heard middling things about 2, and I really enjoyed 1. And Infinite's my favorite. Yeah, that's what I hear. It's fine.
A lot of people like it more than 1, so for some reason.
I can't compare.
It's been so long since I've played them, but like I remember playing through them and I'm like, yeah, they're both good.
Yeah. Funny enough, I went from Infinite to 1, so that was a bit of a step backwards, but it was fine. I had a good time back then. And then I didn't really play much. I decided I needed another game to play apparently. So I played the Paper Mario clone. God, I cannot remember the name of it.
Oh, Bug Fables or something.
Yeah, Bug Fables. I started up Bug Fables because I figured, well, let's try it. Fuck it. And I honestly want to see, is this game good enough? Are people hyping it up because it's the Paper Mario game that people want, and are only Paper Mario fans going to enjoy it, or can a person like me who doesn't give a fuck about classic Paper Mario enjoy it? I haven't gotten very far, but so far it's fine. When I played a Paper Mario 64, it plays the same way. Very simplistic in terms of its battle stuff. It's nothing great so far. I think it looks pretty. I think the art, like, it has a nice clean like line to it. I remember like hearing complaints about like how the bugs look like characters from Hollow Knight. I'm like, no. Like, I think the eyes are just it's weird. I don't know. I don't see it, but I like it so far. It's something great. I'm only technically in the first dungeon, but the writing is showing promise because it's definitely very witty, and the main character, who's a bee, she is an asshole. Like, she is just like there's a point where this giant spider thing is attacking this moth, and she just ditches you, and she's just like she's just frequently trying to apologize for being called out by the stag beetle. And so at least I don't think the game has more than 3 party members based on the cover. So the bee is your main character, VI. She's your main character. She throws a boomerang. She's fine. The other one is, I think he's supposed to be a stag beetle. He's like a knight, and he basically like can use his horn to hit shit. And the last party member that you meet up with is a moth. And apparently when you first meet him, it kind of has a moment like out of FF6. Where like when Terra uses magic for the first time, and like the other party member's like, "Yo, what the fuck? You can do magic? How?" It's kind of have a very similar moment, because apparently like magic's not like very rare now. So I'm curious about this world. I'm curious because like it's starting in the typical JRPG genre, JRPG game where it's like, okay, we're getting an adventure, and I want to keep going until where's the oh shit moment, where's the turn page moment, where's that moment. So I'll keep playing until then. But it's not like I'm not impressed with the game, but I'm like, I like what I see so far. But I don't have strong feelings towards it yet. I think I have to play more. But, and you know, also besides streaming Chrono Trigger, God, streaming, I'm gonna apologize to everybody about Wednesday's stream for Chrono Trigger and how I basically did the same section for like an hour because my dumbass couldn't find the secret path. Yeah, I forgot how like cryptic some of this stuff was.
Well, me and Justin got stuck in an area where we literally just had to go through a certain crack in the wall.
So it happened to both of us. The thing is like, and the worst part is like I died on Chrono Trigger. And like, oh god, we got to see the. By the way, I did name, for anybody who hasn't been to stream yet, I did name Justin after Robo. So it's not Justin, but Zero is Robo in my playthrough.
Nice.
So yeah, I gotta figure out how to. Yeah. It's fine. I'll be streaming it every Wednesday, buddy. And that's it for me. I don't really want to talk about Owlboy. But I really don't want to talk about Owlboy right now. I was really salty after that. But thankfully, what did I play after that? I played Guilty Gear. That was fun. I think people enjoyed that. I think.
Yeah,
Did you just rage quit Owlboy?
Owlboy was just frustrating me, man. I think it's because I was tired more than anything else, and it was a difficult part of the game.
I didn't really like it. Like, I tried to give Owlboy a chance because I heard it was like right up my alley, and I couldn't get into it.
Yeah, I think I'm second playthrough. I'm seeing more of the cracks than I did the first time. Honestly, I honestly, I think it's one of those games where like I like it more for the story than the gameplay. Unfortunately, there's not a difficulty option. Fuck you, Getty, you piece of fucking shit.
I told you Getty sucks.
Yeah, he does suck. The best, but I did play Guilty Gear Accent Core also because I didn't want to end the stream. So like, fuck it, let's just play Guilty Gear, and that was really fun. We made it to Soul Bad Guy, and God, he just ate my life away. There were so many times I nearly beat him. But that CPU, man, it just whooped my ass. But that's all I've been playing. I'll shut up now.
I really haven't been playing a whole lot. I just look at a little bit of things here and there. I've started Trials of Mana back up again. I'm on my way to get the last Elemental.
Oh, Thomas, can you help me find my mom and dad?
Why is she back? Why did she show up again? I hate her.
Why did you? Oh, okay. I was like, why did you choose her?
I didn't.
I was like, I forgot.
I
forgot they show up every now and then.
Yeah, it sucks. It's horrible. I have the Japanese voices on, and I can't even deal with her Japanese voice. Like, I just skip the dialogue.
Let me help you.
I honestly don't care what's happening in this game anymore. I just want to play. Like, I just want to play it.
So this is why you should have just played the Super Nintendo version.
Well, reading it would probably be just as bad.
It's still annoying,
right? But you don't have the. Yeah, it's still annoying, but you don't have the addedness of the voice.
Yeah. Yeah, like I haven't really gotten that far. I just got the moon elemental, and now I have to go get the last one.
Ooh.
What else?
I love that forest area. That forest area is dope in the original game.
The remake looks really cool. It's like all dark and stuff.
Nice. Did you get the werewolf on your team?
No.
You had the thief, the Valkyrie, and the swordsman, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That was actually a pretty cool moment where that beast guy was there and he was like,
oh, yeah.
with his other guy.
Kevin?
Yeah.
Kevin's such a bad name.
It's so good.
Kevin is horrible, dude.
Grr, I'm a scary werewolf named Kevin.
Kevin is the name you say, goddamn dude. God damn it, Kevin.
Yeah.
It just didn't make any sense because like I have the Japanese voices on, right? And so like they're talking, and then I read Kevin. I'm like, what? That doesn't make any sense.
Hey man,
there's a contrast of continents here.
You like get to a full moon and you like find Kevin hanging out over a dead body, and you're like, damn it, Kevin, again? I told you not to kill people. Come on, Kevin.
Yeah, I'm
sorry.
Yeah. So I played a little bit of that, and then I hopped into some Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. I played up to the point where we have to take off for Namek. So like right before then. Yeah. And man, that's it's a good average Dragon Ball game. You know what I mean? Like it's better than average, but it's still a Dragon Ball game.
Right.
I did though. Like I got the what was it called? The Super Masenko, so it does even more damage. Oh, and you're supposed to get that like level 25. I got it at level 14.
Nice.
Yeah, I just had to like basically power through and just like eat all my items and dodge all the attacks.
Wow.
Like, I had to like stun lock them in order to like do enough damage because they had like 4 different, like not 4, like they had 10 different health bars or something on one guy. It's crazy.
Jesus.
Yeah. So I can't imagine how it's going to be like when you get to higher levels, like if they're going to have even more health bars.
Oh man, I don't even want to think. Yeah, Majin Buu is going to be a fucking monster, dude. Jesus Christ.
30 health bars. You got to deplete them.
Yeah, Vegeta's already giving me trouble. That's why I stopped playing for a while.
Really? Like, Vegeta gave you trouble?
I was also being a dumbass and not blocking.
What were you? What was your level at?
I was like 18, maybe.
Wow.
Whatever Goku is when he shows up.
Huh?
That's where I was at. Whatever Goku.
Were you Goku when you were fighting him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There's not a lot of side quests in those first couple missions.
No, there isn't. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, what am I gonna level up on?
You can fight
I thought
random
you created
dudes.
your own character.
I don't want to grind. Grinding in a Dragon game? What the fuck?
Dude, I completed that
Fuck
thing.
that.
I completed that saga like under like level 14, basically. I got to the end.
Excuse me, princess.
I don't know. I just push buttons and it kills the guy. What am I supposed to do? But yeah, I played a little bit of that. And then I also played and beat the Maiden demo. And remember the Final Fantasy, or not Final Fantasy, Resident Evil 7 demo? It's kind of like that. It's like,
It's a tech demo.
yeah,
It's
I
a
don't
playable
know.
tech demo.
Like if you watched a video of it, you would get the same kind of thing out of it. Like
That's
it's
what
like,
I did.
Watch Max's.
yeah, you're better off just watching a video of it rather than playing it,
Yeah.
because playing it, like, I don't know.
To me, Max. Sorry.
Matt McMuscles has a good one out if you need a one to watch.
Yeah, like I don't have any like I'm not like disappointed with the actual game itself because it's not out yet, but it's just the demo itself is just not exciting. Like you get to see the villains, you get to walk around this castle, you get a little bit of flavor text of what's happening.
How was the frame rate?
I thought it was pretty good.
I mean, it's PS5.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering. I don't have.
It's supposed to run at 4K 60 FPS on PS5, apparently.
But yeah, like it's very beautiful game. With the very beautiful ladies. Talk about Twitter. You guys are all.
I wouldn't kick Bug Lady out of bed if you know what I mean.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but yeah, that's about it. Like it was just a bunch of wandering around and like spooky noise. It was like a haunted house, but it was, I don't know, it felt super short compared to even 7 itself.
The kitchen.
Yeah.
I liked that kitchen demo.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the kitchen demo is better. Maybe it's because like you actually pick up like bullets and stuff.
I have RE7 on Game Pass. I should play it. You know, it's first person.
Oh yeah, you'll vomit, but it's so good. It's one of the best Resident Evils.
I know. I can power. Hey, dude, I powered through Doom Eternal. I'm powering through BioShock. I can.
The problem with Resident Evil is it's jarring movements.
We'll see. I can try it. That's why I'm glad it's on Game Pass, so I don't have to spend any money. And even then, it's only like $20, so it's not like a super expensive game anymore, at least.
Resident Evil, like the Resident Evil remake, is going to be one of the Xbox Live games for next month. I might try it.
No, you won't.
I want to like Resident Evil. I do. I just don't like playing them.
Dude, it's okay. You don't like the first one. The first one's okay.
The remake for the first one's really
like
good. Like,
That's
the
what I'm talking
remake
about.
is
It's the
really
remake.
It's fine. It's fine. But
I
like,
mean, I've seen enough of it. I know.
All you have to just love 4.
I do.
Just love 4.
Yeah, there you go. That's all. That's all you need. That's all you need. You don't need to love any of the other ones.
7's
Just
real
love
good
4.
though.
You can like 7 too, but you don't have to like 1 through 3 or 5 or 6. 6 is not bad. Shut up.
6 is
5's okay.
horrible. Me and Justin
5's better
played
than
it.
6.
6 is fine. 6 is fine. I've played it. It's fine.
I've played it and beaten all the campaigns. Me and Justin played it together, and it was
I fell through a staircase and zombies dropped on top of me.
Yeah, it's
It
great.
was a good time.
It's about as buggy as Cyberpunk.
Yep.
Scrubs.
So before we get into the news, let's have a quick commercial break.
Do. Can we just spend this entire commercial break watching Ben drink his Dr. Pepper, like elf style?
Did you guys?
I'll stop.
Did you guys
I'll
hear
stop. Fine.
that Trump had like a
on the
button for
camera.
Diet Pepsi? What was it? Diet Coke.
Diet Coke.
That's
Yeah.
great.
Diet Coke. That doesn't
Diet Coke
surprise me.
button.
He had a guy go fetch it for him and bring it in. It's so funny.
Like, it's not an effective weight loss thing if you don't get up to get it. I mean, it's not anyway. It's
There's just something funny about having a waiter come in with like a silver tray and with a Diet Coke on it.
Your Diet Coke, Mr. President. I mean, real talk, when I become the president, I'm reinstalling that button, but it's going to be Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Well, you should know you're going to be my Secretary of Transportation, motherfucker, so you better get ready.
Yeah, I have to bring it to you. Like, I have to bring it to you. I transport the pepper.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome back, everybody.
The Secretary of Defense. I don't know their jobs.
Oh, I'll put you in charge of housing.
That's cool. Okay, I can do that. Is
All
that
right.
the interior? I think.
No, I don't know. I don't remember. I don't know the whole. I'll make you Attorney General. There you go.
All right, we're gonna talk about the Resident Evil showcase.
Oh, you okay? AKA the thirst that the fucking Twitter had that for once I wasn't thirsty over.
I'll just let Justin run this down.
Yeah, I'm finding it. Okay, so there was like a kind of weak 20-minute presentation that was all like Resident Evil news. It started off with an actual pretty cool like story trailer for Resident Evil Village, which, I mean, it's Resident Evil 8. I'm just gonna call it Resident Evil 8. And did we know the release date before then?
No, I don't think so. No.
Okay, it's coming out May 7th of this year. And there is currently a demo, which is what Thomas was talking about, on PS5 only, called Maiden, and it's basically just a very pretty tech demo that shows off like some of the environments and stuff in the game. And you can also get stabbed by the big lady.
No,
So,
not.
you know.
Oh well, yeah, I guess so. But you also get stabbed by the other lady as well.
Does she stab you? I thought it looked like.
Well,
she
I
was,
went
like,
the wrong
kind of
way, and then she grabbed me and
flies
stabbed
to-
me, and then I ran away.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
Gotcha. I saw her like fly by and like startle you, and then she forms.
Yeah, I guess if you screw up, she stabs you,
That's neat.
but it doesn't
Okay.
kill me. It just hurt me.
Right. I imagine there's like multiple like ways to run that in the end.
Yeah.
Anyway. So yeah, the new trailer I think was the first time showing off the bug lady. So we have another hot villain. We've got the big lady and the bug lady. So apparently the village in question is just a horror village thirst trap. They lure you in, and then you never want to leave. But yeah, then they had like a 5-minute quote unquote gameplay trailer, which was basically just a few like one of the developers or whatever talking over scenes where the character was like walking down hallways and stuff, and a little bit of gunplay, a little bit of like you can push the enemies away and you can guard and like very basic stuff.
Whoa, you can guard in this one.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Like that's new. It's neat. But it calling it a gameplay reveal was a little
They didn't lie. There was gameplay happening.
right.
Hey man.
But yeah, that was basically the entirety of the Resident Evil 8 stuff. Like 8 minutes or so. And then they announced another multiplayer Resident Evil online game called Resident Evil Reverse. It has a really weird art style.
Are we going back through the timeline?
By weird, you mean bad.
It's like everyone. It's just like random people interacting with each other that are. I don't know. It feels like one of those like bootleg like Asian mobile games that just randomly throws characters together, but doesn't give them their actual names. But like it's official. But yeah, like The art style, it looks like they took the actual character models and then just like put a filter over the whole thing to make all of their styles match, but it doesn't still. There's like a weird like dither effect to it all. I don't know. It looks bad.
Looks very bad.
But it's launching free with Resident Evil 8. I don't know if it's going to be its own standalone thing or if it's just like a multiplayer mode in that game. But no one's going to play it anyway because they haven't played the past multiplayer online Resident Evil games, so who really cares? And then a few little nods. There's going to be a Division 2 crossover event with like various costumes and stuff added into that game from the past Resident Evil stuff, like Leon Kennedy's RPD outfit. What?
Oh, okay. I was gonna ask, did they put like Jill's original RE1 outfit in there?
Yes.
Yes, I want to play the Division now. Let's go. I want to play Jill. I can be Jill. Sorry.
Yeah, and then finally they showed off I think the first bit of footage from the upcoming Resident Evil animated movie going to Netflix, which we've talked about on the show before. This is not the series that's going to Netflix. It's like I don't know if it's part of like that shared universe of other CGI movies or not. Like the bad ones.
It looked like it was.
It does. But the character models look different enough that I'm not sure. Because like Leon was in one of them and he didn't look like this. So it's hard to say. But like it looks okay. I guess it takes place 4 years after Resident Evil 4. And there just happens to be another zombie apocalypse that Leon is taking care of again.
Story of my life.
Yeah. Like, dude can't catch a break.
No.
But yeah, that's it. Like, I kind of thought it was going to be a big, like a Nintendo Direct type thing, but it really wasn't.
It was.
It was a lot.
It was.
There's a bunch of things announced.
We got a gameplay reveal.
We got a demo that was dropped.
Got a demo. We got a release date confirmed, which, like, that was a lot. It just wasn't like to your standards, but like it was not nothing.
Well, I think the Resident Evil 8 stuff was pretty good. Like, we still don't know that much about the game considering it comes out in a few months. But I know they're trying to keep their secrets because it's, you know, it's a horror mystery game, whatever. But like for the 25th anniversary, I thought there was going to be more announcements. That's the thing. Like this reverse thing is a sad pandering attempt. And I mean, if the only crossover is a Division 2, like I'm sure there's going to be more stuff, but like it felt a little underwhelming. I don't know. As long as they announce more like later in the year, it'll be fine.
I mean, what else could they announce other than like another remake?
Well, I guess people were expecting a remake 4, right? But
yeah,
ideally they're not going to have that because Resident Evil 8 is coming out this year.
Yeah, and like that would be stupid to drop a hint for a remake when your new game is just around the corner.
Yeah,
we'll talk about the game that's coming out soon.
And it feels like 8 is tied to 4 anyway. So like instead of doing a remake, they're just kind of like having a spiritual successor.
And if they do decide to do a remake, they'll probably drop it next year.
Yeah.
No,
like maybe this is preparing for that. Like, I mean, some of the things they're putting in, like they said, the merchant's back. And like the inventory system looks
that's
a lot like
the same merchant, man. That's not the same merchant.
It's not
the idea, just the idea of it.
Yeah, but like the way they kept talking about things is like, you remember this thing from 4? Well, it's back in this game. You remember this thing from 4? It's back in this game. So it's like they're clearly trying to like, you know, bring in that Resident Evil 4 audience. So if this game is directly connected to it, awesome. If it's not, it's spiritually connected to it.
God, don't Capcom. It's not too late. You don't have to remake a perfect game. You don't have to do this. Don't do it.
Give it to me.
Just port it again. Just port it to PS5 and that's it. We'll all be happy. Don't need to
remaking
change
something
anything.
doesn't ignore the original. You can play the original. If they do a remake that's totally different, like Final Fantasy VII Remake, you can appreciate both of the things.
But, I would rather they remake Code Veronica or Zero, because those games Zero's actually already could use some fine-tuning.
Yeah.
And it's still bad.
Like, I'm talking about like RE2 and RE3.
Yeah, it was like RE. It was with the RE1, like in that era.
It was GameCube.
No. It was RE0 was a new game at the time. It wasn't a remake.
No, I'm saying that they did remake it.
When did they remake Zero?
Like around the time Resident Evil 1 came out.
For the GameCube?
No. The more recent. It's not more recently, but it's not GameCube.
I'm talking about like built from the ground up like 2 and 3, because it wasn't. That's what I'm talking about.
It's so hard to talk about Resident Evil remakes because they've remade these fucking games like a billion times.
Yeah, I'm not
fine.
sure.
So let's remake 4 because that one hasn't been remade yet.
It's just been released on everything like Skyrim.
Because people would rather remake Code Veronica because that game could actually use fixing. And you're right, Justin. You're absolutely right in that. But there are 2 other games that people like to some degree, Code Veronica more than say Zero, that would do service more of a remake and put it more in line with it than say 4, which people don't want fuck with because why fuck with perfection?
Okay, so this was remade in, I think it said 2016. Let me just log in to make sure it's right.
Is that a remastering or a remake?
They remade it, man.
I don't remember.
If it's not
January
in the
19th,
engine,
2016. It's in the same like iteration with the Resident Evil 1 and Resident Evil 2 and 3.
Okay, because I consider the remakes like the RE engines, like with starting with 7.
Yeah.
Like if it's not like,
well, not 7.
I don't think
not
is.
7. No.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
But it's 2 so and 3 similar. It's so similar.
Do it again. I don't care. Do Code Veronica then. There you go.
Okay, this conversation has been great, but my thing I want to ask before we move on: do you think that we could get Resident Evil representation in Smash?
I thought you were gonna ask that.
Possibly.
They give Chris Redfield a Falcon Punch.
No, I mean, God, not Chris, please, no.
You get Chris. You get Chris and Jill.
Listen, I would love to take Jill. Honestly, it's got to be Leon. Okay. And you know why? At least for me, I want it to be Leon. Because Leon was supposed to be in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom, or at least Marvel vs. Capcom 3. But he was taken out because Keiji Inafune, you son of a bitch, said, no, Westerners don't like Leon. They like Frank West, which is why we have fucking Frank West in Marvel 3 and not Leon Kennedy. So if we're going to, I don't think we will. We could. Anything could happen. And also if it does, that pretty much takes away Chun's spot, because I don't think they'll do 2 Capcom reps in one pass, just on that science.
And we're not getting Chun.
But we're not getting Leon either. So semantics, motherfucker. Anyways, I would like to be Leon. If it's Jill, I will be happy. If it's Chris, I'll be like, okay, fine, whatever. Fuck it. Here's the money.
We need more female representation. I would like Jill or Claire.
Yes. Either of those 2 ladies are fine. Like, just give Jill her moveset from Marvel vs. Capcom 2, where she can throw zombies at you and shit, and give her big ass rocket launcher. Oh my god, it'd be so sick.
Like, the only thing, I don't see it happening, but I think it could be really funny if they did like a reveal trailer where it's like the Minecraft zombie walking around, and then like it pans out to, you know, like the Resident Evil character like killing the zombie.
That would be Minecraft creeper gets shot in the head, but that's not gonna happen. Oh no, if it's Jill. I mean, if they're gonna go for I wouldn't mind Jill or Claire, but I feel like Jill is the more like, if you want to talk about like representation, it's gotta be Jill.
Plus she had the more recent game.
True. Give me her Stars outfit and give me her Revelations outfit because that was a 3DS game originally.
Mm-hmm.
Give me that costume.
I think it's possible.
Bootay. Give me her bootay.
We haven't had a Capcom rap in a while.
It has been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah.
We'll get Chun-Li before we get Jill Valentine. That's a promise.
We'll see if you eat those words. All right,
I
we can
will.
move on.
I'll happily eat I'll be eating good either way if it's either of those two ladies. In all honesty.
So speaking of fighting games, we got the first images from the new Mortal Kombat movie.
Yeah, we do.
I included this so you guys could talk about it because we
you
missed
being
it
negative?
last week.
I not about the images. The images are great, but I made the mistake of looking at the story synopsis, and I don't want to see this movie anymore.
What? I mean,
do you want me to spoil it for you? Because I read it, and I was like, oh no, this might be bad. Okay, so fuck it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm
images
reading
look
it.
great because let's start off positively. They look great. Jax looks like Steve Harvey. Fine, whatever. That's not my fault. That's
not my fault.
It's a funny. It's not his fault. His arms look great. Like his metal arms look cool. Let's see what else. What else do we got here? The Sub-Zero and Scorpion. Shit, that stuff looks cool. We don't get the costume, but we do get a glimpse of Sub-Zero in costume. There's actually even a motion. There's been the HBO Max commercials going around, where you can see Sub-Zero kind of like forming his ice dagger. So that's pretty cool. And we get some. I don't want to talk about. We get some Sonya Blade, with Kano. Yeah. Also, and I want to save the best for last. But we get Kung Lao and Liu Kang looking super sick. I love Kung Lao's his costume looks really good, especially the hat. We got some shots of
Liu
Kano.
Kang's fire hands are kind of just there, but
yeah, I imagine it looks better in motion. Like even looking at it, I guarantee it's probably gonna look a lot better in motion. And we get Kano, who doesn't like he has a cybernetic eye, but looks like they're kind of hiding it. So you guys didn't read the story synopsis?
I just did.
Yeah. Okay.
So the only thing that gets me is this original character.
Yeah. So I'll go ahead and read it real quick. So if you don't want this spoiled for you, you might want to leave fast forward a bit. Okay, so here it is. Here's your break in 3, 2. Film MMA fighter Cole Young, played by Louis Tan, accustomed to taking a beating for money, is unaware of his heritage or why Outworld's Emperor Shang Tsung, played by Chin Han, has sent his best warrior Sub-Zero, played by Joe Taslim, and an otherworldly cryomancer to hunt Cole down. Fearing for his family's safety, Cole goes in search of Sonya Blade, played by Jessica McNamee, at the direction of Jax, played by Macabre Brooks, a forces major who bears the same strange dragon marking Cole was born with. Soon he finds himself at the temple of Lord Raiden, played by Tadabo Asano, another god and the protector of Earthrealm who grants the sanctuary to those who bear the mark. Here, Cole trains with the experienced warriors Liu Kang, played by Ludi Lin, and Kung Lao, Max Huang, and rogue mercenary Kano, as he prepares to stand with Earth's greatest champions against the enemies of Outworld in the high-stakes battle for the universe. Will Cole be pushed hard enough to his arcana, the immense power from within his soul, and time to not... I'm done. Okay.
So who is this character supposed to be?
I was listening to a podcast, and it's from Double Tap, so to credit them carefully. This is trash tier Johnny Cage. That's what this is.
Oh, because
notice how Johnny Cage is not in this movie.
Huh.
He's not in this movie.
Yeah, he's not in the movie.
This is just Johnny Cage, but not... For some reason, they didn't want to use Johnny Cage, and they got this guy.
I guess that makes sense.
No, yes, in essence. Liu Kang is right there!
Right.
Like, he's the hero!
At first, I thought he was going to become Liu Kang. He's like, oh, you're ascended, like... But then they just said he trains with Liu Kang, so I got really confused.
Like I hate this on multiple levels. I hate this because, like, one, Liu Kang is the hero. It worked in 1994. Five. It worked in 1995, and you're basically shoving. And I hate this on a racist level because you're basically shoving the Asian actor down for this white dude.
And there's precedent in Hollywood that Asians get shafted all the time. So
isn't Louis Tan Asian?
What?
Am I wrong?
No,
I'm pretty sure Louis Tan is Asian.
Is he? I just assumed that the character when you read that character's name, do you think Asian dude?
No, you think white guy.
And
when you see
yeah,
the name
even
Louis
looking at
Tan, do you think Asian?
I'm just
Anyway.
saying, like you have Ludi Lin right there, isn't he? Like I don't understand. Like, listen,
I can think of two things. One, they want a character that's going to be expendable. So this main character is
right.
Yeah, is like not a an established Mortal Kombat character, so like he can be killed off in the end, like sacrificing himself to save Outworld or whatever. Or actually three things. Or they're pulling a Mila Jovovich and just making a new original character that leads the franchise, which is the worst option.
Oh, no.
That is the worst option.
Or the third is actually it's still a pretty bad option. It's more like the GameCube PS2 era games where like you create your own character for the conquest mode. And like they're the hero, like meeting all the others, and so it's like there is precedent for that in the Mortal Kombat universe, but it's not the best way to tell your story.
If Liu Kang wasn't, if you didn't have Liu Kang right there, like this movie could have just starred Liu Kang and Kung Lao, right? It's Mortal Kombat. It's one of the biggest names, not just in video games, but in pop culture history. Everybody knows Mortal Kombat. You don't need Hollywood stars to sell this name. You don't need an original character to get people to draw. People fucking know Mortal Kombat. They've been doing it since 1991, people.
Maybe they want to have all of the Mortal Kombat characters be established, and so they need an outsider character to like introduce.
There's so many other actual Mortal Kombat characters you could use.
Oh, there definitely are.
Get Cobra! Fucking get Cobra! You got Nitara in this game movie. Get Cobra to be that guy. Why make an original character? Just put Johnny Cage! He can be the dude! Like, I don't understand.
This is like mid to early 2000s style.
Yes.
IP.
For sure.
Yes. I'm very upset at this. When I was like so excited for this movie because they like, oh yeah, they got the costuming and Sonya is stepping on
I thought we were over.
Like,
I thought we were over this like era. Like ever since like Disney made the Marvel universe, like people are not afraid to be themselves or whatever. But no,
I mean, it looks like they are based on the visual design. Like they're showing Hanzo Asashi and I can't remember Sub-Zero's name, Bihan. They're showing that, so they clearly know something. But for some reason, either some executive or some writer who thinks I want to put my shit in here. Let's throw this in here. When, like, you have Johnny Cage. Why not just use Johnny Cage?
We're also judging it on images and a story synopsis, though. There could be a very valid reason for all of this, and the movie ends up being good. Or it could be totally average story-wise, but has really good fight scenes, and so, like, that's all that matters in a Mortal Kombat movie.
I hope you're right, Justin.
Yeah, if the fights are not good, right? If the fights are garbage, like MK Annihilation in bits, then this movie's in trouble.
But, like, we're going to do a watch-along of this, right? Like, when it comes to HBO Max?
Thomas doesn't get HBO Max, remember?
Yeah, but he can find it somewhere.
Okay.
I'll just buy it.
Pressure's on you, buddy, I guess.
We'll figure it out.
Will it let you buy it? I don't know, that'd be weird. I didn't know they did.
They have digital sale. They have digital stores here.
For, like, a movie that just came out, they don't usually do that, though.
I don't know.
They've been doing a lot of like premiere at home type.
I haven't been paying attention to movies.
I guess we'll have to see. Just because you and I are.
We'll figure it out,
Justin.
We have to continue our Mortal Kombat series watch along.
Yeah.
I'm not. This went from like a 9 to like a 4 when I read that synopsis.
For your hype levels.
No. Yes, dude, I was so hyped. Hell, that might happen with this Sunday when I see the trailer for Godzilla vs. Kong, but I have a feeling that's going to go even higher. Anyways, moving on.
Yeah.
Sorry. I got heated.
I hope they don't ruin the sex scene.
I hope so either. I want to see Kong penetrate Godzilla. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Kong dong.
Yeah.
Give him that Kong dong.
Mm-hmm.
So speaking of messes, we have Cyberpunk 2077. Another article about this game. Jason Schreier put out his giant article about the behind the scenes stuff, happening.
Oh man.
For me, like I read the whole article and then got to the end and I was like, is there more to this or am I missing something? Because it felt like it didn't, like even the article itself didn't feel like it ended. Like it was.
Well, I watched videos on it, so I kind of cheated.
Yeah. All right. What should I pull from the article first, guys? What do you think?
I think we should talk about the fake demo that was there because I think that's the most scathing.
Okay. So let me just find this here.
Or I like how what was it they said?
No. Okay. Well, I can't go on Bloomberg anymore.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's come on. Fucking I hate news
Same.
media so much. We're dying.
Yep,
People aren't
yep,
ignorant
it won't let
creatures.
me view it anymore for some reason. I had it up and everything.
Yep.
Wow.
But anyways, yeah, they had a fake demo on stage. Like it was obviously looking more impressive than what was actually in the game. There was like more density to it. It was much more detailed.
Lighting.
Like this is a common thing that like video game developers do as a vertical slice. Like they make something for E3 or presentations. I've always been like, don't do that because like you're just misrepresenting your game, and also it's a waste of developer resources.
Mm-hmm.
You could have spent that time actually working on the game and making something for people to see.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've seen stuff like this before with Aliens, Colonial Marines. They also had a fake demo and it did not turn out well for them either.
Oh no, it didn't.
Yeah. So they had that. I remember seeing one of the stories was that some of the English, like they had to like scale up their team a whole lot. I think they doubled it or tripled it or something like that.
Yeah, the numbers increased and they were working with people they were not familiar with. That's for sure. That's what I'm.
And then there was a lot of arguments behind the scenes for like what kind of game it's going to be. Like it started off as a third person game, which makes a whole lot of sense when you play it. It feels like it's going to be a third person game. But they made this shift to the first person because they wanted to feel more immersed, which I can get because I've also played the game, and it also does feel quite immersive until the game breaks. Which takes what, 10 minutes? Yeah.
If you're lucky.
Yeah. There was also that issue with it as well. I kind of hope that they make a third person camera because I would really like to see that because I like to see what my character looks like when I'm playing sometimes.
That's what photo mode's for.
GTA has a first person and a third person. The first person came out much like years later, but it still came out.
Fuck, Skyrim had that, and that was 2011.
That game's still
great.
broken though. 10 years later.
Yeah, sure, but like at least that worked somewhat. So that's all I'm saying. You had the option.
What else? There's another story where like English speakers felt I don't know what's the word for it, guys? They felt
Threatened?
Not threatened, but just they felt uncomfortable around the Polish speakers because some of the Polish people couldn't speak English, so they only spoke Polish in front of them, and they thought, and like the English speakers felt like they were being made fun of. That point is kind of funny to me because I work in a place that's like mostly Chinese people, and they mostly speak Mandarin, so like I kind of feel the same way, but also like I understand it's a Chinese company. It's a lot easier for them to communicate in Chinese. So,
right.
That part kind of I just laughed at because I could somewhat relate. What else? Was there anything else I'm missing from here? Anything big?
I don't know if you count this big, but like the arrogance from like I guess I don't know if it was from of so, like we'll just Witcher it. Yeah, like I think that's like for me personally that was like, oh, we'll just Witcher it because of like their ego, because of how successful The Witcher 3 was, and I will attest that game is good because I've played it. And like their problems would surely go away because they're that good.
Yeah,
and
we made The Witcher guys like what's that expression? Hubris is the fall or something.
Something like that. I don't know.
Yeah. But anyways, it was basically just ego-driven stuff, like kind of like with BioWare and Mass Effect, Andromeda. It's like we're BioWare, we just have the BioWare magic, you know, like it's gonna be a good game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So the same thing happened here. So just Note to anyone out there that like does AAA games and stuff, don't get cocky, man, because even the greats can fall.
Listen to Han Solo.
What'd he say?
Don't. You're fucking.
Don't get cocky, kid.
Yeah, Mister. I'm gonna like. He's Star Wars, and
I used to be a Star Wars super fan, not anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of good stuff that came out from this article. Just confirming some of the things that people thought about. Just to get to a bit of a backstory on some news articles that we've missed. There was a whole issue regarding when this game came out. There's a billion bugs. Game was not as good looking as it was shown off. They came out and they said, "Oh, you can get refunds," and so a lot of people were trying to get refunds, and some of the stores were just stopping them. Or in Sony's case, they took the game down.
Yep.
I think is it back up yet? I think it's back up. But yeah, then they had to do refunds through their actual through their actual company instead, because they're still honoring the refund. What else? Is there anything else I'm missing that happened from before this?
Not that I can. I mean, this isn't from that article, but like when they did that roadmap, and they said, specifically talking about the PS4, Xbox One versions.
Yeah, I think we talked about that last week.
Yeah. Oh, this game didn't actually even though it was announced in 2012, it didn't start development till like late 2016 after they completed all the Witcher DLC, and that the team assumed. The devs thought, like, oh, this game's not coming out till 2022 at the earliest. And, of course, that's before COVID. So COVID should have pushed it to 2023. And then, of course, we know what happened.
Yeah. Yep. Don't release a game like this. Like, man. If they waited a couple more years, like, if they just worked on it for a couple more years, I think it would be a totally different story.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, in about a year and a half, we'll get articles written about, oh, it's Cyberpunk's great redemption story.
Yeah, like we always do.
It'll happen. Yeah.
Watch, guys. It's gaming. It's modern gaming.
I still haven't asked my dad how his experience with Cyberpunk, because I got it for him on base PS4. I know he has a base PS4, so I'm scared I've been scared. I talked to him yesterday. I was scared to ask him. I was like, "Have you tried it?"
Yeah, I've played.
Go ahead,
Justin.
The Spear Hunter video made me kind of want to play it because, like, you know,
right?
she points out all the flaws and stuff, but like, it still looks really cool.
It is,
but I can't do it. I know all the problems. I know that they released a broken game on purpose, and just like on principle, I can't support that until it's fixed. But it still looks so cool.
It is pretty cool. Like the like I play it every now and then. Like every time I get in there and I'm like doing stuff, and then I see like 20 minutes later there's a bunch of bugs and it breaks my game. I had a really cool scene where I was like talking with about this secret assassination that happened in front of me that I can't tell anybody about because now I'm hunted. And it was like a really cool interaction with me and this other guy, and then he leaves, and then like, spoiler alert, Johnny Silverhand shows up. I won't say what he is. But he shows up, and it's like a really cool like transition. Like this game has a bunch of style and a lot of like creative endeavors. It's just they were shooting for the moon, and they missed.
Yeah, they missed hard.
Yeah.
But just to call off time with Justin, with that, like, if you want to, like, I tweeted this about Spear Hunter's video on Cyberpunk, like, that, it made me want to both simultaneously want to play it and not touch it because of that. Like, I won't deny the game has, like, an appeal, like, in terms of its art direction, its style, but then you see the gameplay and stuff like that and just how broken it is. I'm like, yeah, or how broken it can be. It's like, oh god.
And during that scene, when I see like Keanu Reeves, like the big guy, the guy that I want to see, right? All the audio cuts out. I can't hear him, and it sucks. I missed all of his dialogue. It sucks.
Wow.
I hated it.
You didn't have subtitles on?
I want to hear
I know,
Keanu
I'm sorry.
Reeves, man.
I know. I'm being a dick. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
why don't-
Yeah.
Also, the character creator.
So if you don't have anything else to
was
say, we can move on if you want. Oh, what was that?
just the character, the creation, how great they. I forgot like how robust it was, and then when the final version is just like not even a fraction of what was the final game, and like yeah, Cyberpunk. We'll get another Cyberpunk in a few years. It's bound to happen, unfortunately, with game development. The question is, who will it be?
I mean, we'll get this game again in a few years, probably, like in completed form.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm talking about just like a horrible game that gets released that everybody's.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what you meant.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, like that's what I meant. I'm sorry. No,
What's
like a definitive.
What's the next big anticipated game that people have been talking? Dragon Age, maybe.
Starbound, probably.
Starbound?
I mean,
No.
that's
Starbound?
the next big
Yeah.
Bethesda, so it's probably gonna be broken.
Oh,
Yeah.
Starbound. Yeah, I thought.
Oh no. I hope it shouldn't be broken.
Starfield?
But,
I don't.
Starfield, yes. Elden Ring from Software.
Oh,
But those games are
yeah.
usually good. Like you don't have to. But hey,
Hey,
CD Projekt Red was also
they've got the
good.
magic, man. You know they can't fail.
What's that one that was showed at the Game Awards that like we're like, oh, this looks really pretty, and then they started showing the gameplay and it was super framey.
Yeah, but that's not like a big hyped thing.
Yeah, I'm talking about
That
like
looks pretty cool.
I would say Elden Ring, Starfield, Star Citizen's not even a thing anymore. Like
That's like a private game, man. You have to like.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I can't think of anything else, but I can tell you what, it's not going to come from Vicarious Visions, because they're being merged into Blizzard.
Well, I mean, they're not gone, but it's just like they're effectively gone because now they're making shitty Blizzard IPs.
They're lost in the Blizzard.
Yeah, they got lost in the Blizzard. That's right.
And it turned upside down.
Wow. Went in a different direction with that.
Yes. Hey man, I worked there for like 3 years, so.
So going forward, the Vicarious Visions team is about 200 people will be employees of Blizzard and fully dedicated to existing Blizzard games and initiatives, which means Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 Studio will no longer be creating games as the lead developer. After collaborating with Vicarious Visions for some time and developing a great relationship, Blizzard realized there was an opportunity for Vicarious Visions to provide long-term support, Representative explained. They declined to specify what the team has been working on with Blizzard or for how long. As part of the move, Jen O'Neill has been promoted to Blizzard Executive Vice President of Development. But yeah, basically they're just merged into Blizzard. It's such a shame because Vicarious Visions is one of their best studios for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They made Tony Hawk. They made the PC version of Destiny 2. They did
and
a
they're
lot
a
of
classic too. Like they made like the old Spider-Man games and all kinds of stuff back in the day.
Yep. It's a good thing. Go ahead.
I was like, they were instrumental in bringing Crash back.
Oh yeah, Crash.
We don't the Insane trilogy.
Yeah. No. Yep. They made the Insane trilogy. They did a lot of great stuff. Guitar Hero. They also worked on Skylanders and Call of Duty. So yeah, this is a sad day. It's good that like these people didn't lose their jobs. They just merged, but like still, it's a sad day for a lot of people.
Yeah, and what sucks is we'll probably get like, I mean, like I don't want anything to do with Blizzard's IP. Like even if they made like an Overwatch like action game, like instead of a stupid first person game that it is, like even that won't get me excited because I generally like Overwatch's character designs, at least their base models. So it's like even that won't get me to touch it. It just sucks. Like at least they're still employed. It's not the end of the world for them, right? They're still employed. They're into.
If anything, it's job security under a big name like that.
Yeah. So it just like I think it sucks for us as fans who we've played the stuff that they've put out, and they put out great stuff, and now that's not gonna. I mean, some people won't be affected because they just play Blizzard shit no matter what. But some of us don't want to touch that shit for reasons. You know why? Fuck you, China. Anyways.
Another bummer is that Hogwarts Legacy has been delayed.
Yeah.
I actually saw this last week, but I didn't include it because it's just a delay announcement.
Yeah.
But it is a bummer.
I just wanted to know if you wanted to talk about Hogwarts.
Are you okay, Justin? Are you okay? Do you want me to?
You gonna survive?
I mean, at the end of the day, it comes down to the Cyberpunk syndrome. You know, like
right.
I would rather it get delayed than come out buggy because it's also an open world, like very rich game. It sounds like I want to see more information on it. Sure,
right.
Like it's weird that we still never saw that leaked trailer. That was not the same trailer they actually showed.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that was maybe like a pitch trailer. And so like it was never meant to be seen, possibly. But I want to see like actual gameplay. And I'm hoping maybe we'll get that still at E3 this year. Like they'll give like a, slice of life gameplay trailer that kind of gives you an idea of what the game actually is, and then the new release date of 2022 at the end of the trailer.
Right.
But right now, like we don't know enough about it to really say anything.
Imagine you play it, you're casting a spell to fight some evil wizard, and you just fall through the world. Which could, let's be fair, that could still happen at this point. Just because bugs are weird, game bugs are weird, and sometimes shit triggers when you don't even know why it triggers.
But in a game like this, it's a feature because magic.
Yeah, sure.
It's all magic. So another bit of a bummer is that Xbox Live Gold pricing is increasing.
Ouch.
So if you're an existing online 12-month or 6-month Xbox Live Gold member, there's no price change. If you choose to renew your membership, it will renew at your current price. The price of a 1-month Gold membership is increasing by $1, and the price of a 3-month membership is increasing by $5, or the equivalent amount in your local market. If you'd like to upgrade your Gold membership to Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, your remaining Gold time will also convert directly into Ultimate for up to 36 months. For example, if you have 11 months of Gold, you can upgrade to Game Pass Ultimate for those 11 months and convert to 11 months of Ultimate at no cost. So 1 month will be $10.99 and 3 months will be $30. 6 months will be $60.
12 months is $120. So they're they're doubling the yearly cost of Xbox Live without Game Pass.
Yeah, so just regular Xbox Gold.
Yeah. But the whole reason they're doing this is to get people to move to Game Pass. Like the ultimate deal is like $15 a month.
They want to.
And Xbox Live just by itself is $10 a month essentially.
Yeah.
So what the things I've been seeing from people upset is that Xbox are still the only ones that require a paid membership to play online.
So PSN, you still need to have PSN Plus to play certain games, like Call of Duty Cold War, but not Warzone for some reason.
That's odd.
There's like specific games that like you can still play for free. I don't know why.
Well, free to play games don't require any extra subscription.
Okay.
On PlayStation.
All right.
That's how that works. But like, Fortnite, for example, if you want to play that on Xbox, you have to have Live.
Mm-hmm.
A game that already has microtransactions and makes Microsoft money on the back end, you still have to have a paid subscription to play it. A free game that's free everywhere else. Like that kind of thing is a problem.
I want to point out that Nintendo makes you pay $20 a year to play games online too. Just putting that out there. It's not as expensive, but you can't play.
This is not $120 a year.
True. That is actually. I'm just saying
that they had exempted free to play games from that because it was an issue when it
did
launched.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think
Maybe,
it's on
I
a
don't
game by
know.
game basis.
Probably. But most games, like it usually has a thing must have Nintendo Online
Yeah,
Mhm.
to play online.
but I'm pretty sure the free to play games aren't included in that.
Probably.
That's why they specify on games like, must have Nintendo Online to play. But anyway, yeah, as far as I know, Xbox is still the only ones that make you pay for just to play online. Like, that's really all Xbox Live is. You get the free games, you get some discounts, whatever, but like it's essentially just paying to play online. And that's not great. I really thought they were going to get rid of Xbox Live in general
Yeah.
and just have Game Pass. Like the
They
ultimate
should have
thing.
just done that.
That would make way more sense. Instead,
Yeah.
they're trying to kind of like strong arm people over to it in a bad
Yeah.
press way, which
Yeah.
doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
No, just say, hey, we're canceling it. And then, like, most people don't have 36 months of Xbox Live saved up, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, most people don't. Some insane people do, but most people don't. And just say, we'll whatever, say 6 months you have, you get Xbox Game Pass Ultimate for those 6 months.
Yeah.
Just do that.
Ever
That
since
would have been much better.
Yeah, ever since they introduced the Ultimate, it's kind of been like writing on the wall that they're going to be doing this kind of thing, is phasing people out of Gold and into Ultimate. Which
But,
really
like,
sucks
that's
because
still the
like
best
people
deal
don't
in
want to
gaming.
have Game Pass. They don't want to have the extra games. They just want to play online, right? So
Right.
yeah,
But I'm just like, I get it from their side. It's $15 a month and you get all of this stuff plus the ability to play online. Why would you pay $10 a month to just play online? But again, like it makes it look bad to increase it to try to encourage people to go to this other way.
Yeah,
When you
I'm
could
already
just get rid of
paying
that
this
option
much.
entirely and be like, okay, if you
Yeah.
just want to play online, you're fine. Like you're the minority, just do it. We don't care. You don't get anything else for it, but you can do it. And then most people will still do Game Pass Ultimate because it's the best deal in gaming. But
Trademark.
this makes it look like a bad thing. So they're going to lose their audience because they made this decision instead of doing something nice for people that will still encourage them to go to Ultimate. It's weird. It's bad
Yeah.
PR in general. There's no good side to this.
no,
Because it's not like Microsoft would have lost money by telling people their gold subscriptions would have transferred over, because they already got those people's monies anyway.
Right.
So it's like they wouldn't have lost anything.
And it's
If
showing
anything, they
them
would-
what's in Game Pass without any extra fee on their end, so they're more likely to
Right.
keep it.
Right. It's like, wait a minute, you mean I get all these games for $15 a month or $44 for 3 months? It's expensive, but like when you think about what you get, PC gaming and phone gaming, online plus gold, the gold stuff,
Plus
plus
EA
discounts,
Play.
like
Yeah.
EA Play, and then potentially Ubisoft, which that's the rumor been going around lately. It's like they should have just canceled it. Really, they should have just said, "All right, it's over. Ultimate is the new thing now," and then just keep the 2 tiers of Game Pass. You either can get Game Pass, which I think does that one just have Gold Live with it, and not like the PC stuff? Am I
I'm
right
not
in
sure.
that? Because I know there's 2 levels of Game Pass. There's Game Pass.
That's
Pass
where it
Ultimate.
gets confusing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because
'Cause I
there's
think
multiple levels of
Ultimate
Game
has-
Pass, and there's also Xbox Live Gold separate from Game Pass, and so it's just...
Because I think Ultimate has the PC cloud streaming with the phone,
EA
and
stuff.
like EA Play. Because I don't think EA Play is with standard Game Pass. Game
I
Pass
don't
regular is just like you just get like whatever that's on basic Game Pass and then online. Which if you want gold, why not just do that at the minimum?
Yeah.
And then like give them the
Yeah,
It's-
they're just
they-
mudding
they-
it for themselves.
yeah they fucked.
And
it
they're
up.
making their fans angry for no reason.
Yeah, I mean they have me till April, so.
I think they would have been. I think fans would be more angrier if they just axed Gold and just said, "Here's Ultimate." Like, there's no option, right? Like, no way you cut it. It's not gonna go well for you.
I mean, I would think, okay, you get all this free shit for like because you already bought gold. Like, say for Christmas, you bought a year worth of gold.
So you're just gonna grandfather
you
everybody
transfer-
in. You're not gonna give them.
Why
the,
not?
the
You've got the
15
money
price.
already.
You
You've
give-
got the money already.
So they get extra features without having to pay more.
Yeah.
Why not?
That's what
It's
they
a
already
bill-
did
yeah.
when they had the dollar Game Pass deal, where like
Yeah.
any amount of Xbox Live months you have built up become
That's why I
Ultimate.
joined.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they've done it. It's not new.
Oh, Tommy's capitalist scum. I see you.
No, we
Sorry.
just don't have grandfathering stuff.
You don't have
here.
grandfathers?
No. We wiped them all out in the Great Grandfather War.
That seems very one-sided. Granted, a lot of grandfathers are like part bionic, so I mean, maybe those
Oh
new
my
hips they
God.
have can hold up.
Thomas's grandfather, my dearest Thomas, I write for you on this day on this battlefield. My hip is hurting, but the oil helps keep going. I hope to see you soon. Love. I don't know what your grandpa's name is, but I'm sure he loves you.
He doesn't have one.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's right. He died. I'm sorry. Moving on. It's okay. I don't have a grandpa anymore either. So
I don't either. But
But
not because of war. Well, actually, he was in war, but that's not where he died.
all right. Yeah. So moving on, we got the last news story of the day. Hacker creates Mario Kart Ring Fit exercise.
So I just put this in here as like a fun thing because a lot of the news has been sad. So there is a hacker named Mike Choi who has done a few other like unofficial Nintendo peripherals and things like that. And he actually made like a whole like Nintendo Direct style video like announcing this thing. It's pretty cool.
That's cool.
But it uses the Ring Fit ring with a little robot guy that he created that basically like taps different buttons, and then like a Nintendo Labo type like exercise bike and Mario Kart 8. It's a very complex thing, but like it all works together. And basically what it does is you use the Ring Fit to steer. And the little robot has little tabs over different buttons. And so it's programmed like as you pedal faster for it to like hit the button at different speeds or whatever. So like you go like your cart keeps moving. And you can also do something to you push in the ring con the Ring Fit ring to have the robot push the trigger button for items. So you like actually turn the wheel like like a steering wheel.
Mhm.
To steer, and then you do like the push in on the ring to use your items. And it's just this cute little robot guy that like hangs out on top of the Joy-Con and pushes those buttons as you do things. And he even created a little like amiibo, like a fake amiibo figure
Yeah, it's great.
of his little robot guy, which is called Tapbo. He's got his own little mascot named Tapbo. Yeah, it's
great.
it's complicated. That like you have to go watch the trailer for it because it is a really cool thing, but it's kind of complicated to explain. So I'll read what it says here. The robot is connected to motion sensors in the exercise bike. When the pedals reach a certain speed threshold, the Tapbo will mechanically press the A button on the Joy-Con and accelerate your character in Mario Kart 8. Meanwhile, pushing in on the Ring-Con will cause Tapbo to press the trigger button on the Joy-Con for items. Mike says, I knew from the get-go that there would be at least two components, a module to press buttons on the Joy-Con, and a bike that could detect your pedaling. Early in development, I realized it would be a lot of fun to steer and shoot items with the Ring-Con, so I decided to implement that as well. So what's cool about this is it's not really like, it doesn't require any kind of actual software hacking. It's just like all of it is inside of the tap bow robot, and could realistically be sold to anyone that can homebrew this together. Obviously, it requires quite a bit of like hardware stuff. But like, I imagine you could buy this robot, if it was sold. I don't think it is, and set this all up yourself. Without like voiding any warranties or anything. And that's really cool. Like, I like that kind of hack that's like accessible to everyone.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got an extra bike on the way right now. Like, maybe I'll see if I can get one of these. I don't know. It'd be fun. But yeah, check it out. It's a cool little video he put together for it. Also, his robot's super
It was
cute.
neat.
Justin, where can people find you?
You can find me if you look for Zero Score on Twitter or YouTube or Twitch. I put out a video, was it this week? Last week? I talked about it already.
It was last week, I think.
It's been a week. Dang.
It was last week.
I know,
Whoops.
right? It feels so fast.
Yeah, anyway, I put out some on Zelda predictions for the anniversary. I've been pretty happy with that. And like I said, I'm going to be working on a Zelda-like game preview for Ocean's Heart soon, which I probably should have put out this week because I'm trying to do a video a week, but didn't even realize it.
Ben?
You can find me at twitter.com/marvelousiggy for all things related to me, where I mostly retweet porn. Let's be real. But every now and again, I do say my own thoughts, and you can welcome to comment if you want. Also, you can check the pinned tweet in my Twitter feed, where you can find my latest video, which was also on Zelda. I find it, I did it on. It's my Zelda 35th anniversary video, because I don't know if I'll do another one later this year. I don't fucking know. I don't have plans. Do you see a whiteboard behind me? No, I don't. I'm blind.
My whiteboard's over there, actually.
I might have one. I actually have one somewhere.
I have a cat behind me.
Yeah, I wouldn't use it. Anyways, so I did it on Zelda Music and Me. I think it turned out good. I generally like it. I made Thomas cry. That's my famous quote. I look back on it, I'm like, okay, or at least I almost made him cry. That's my motive. My motive for every time I make a video is to either get you fucking hype or make you feel fucking sad as shit. Either, and so far I think I'm 1 for 1 on every video so far. But check it out. My next video will be on Hades. I'll probably have that out either early February, because I'm actually not working first 2 weeks of February. So I might have it out then, or I might try to get it done before that, so I don't have to fucking worry about it while I'm off. But I should have it out sometime in February. Yes, I do have a plan what my video will be after that, but I'm going to keep that to myself. So there. But you can also see me streaming live at twitch.tv/Iggy2814 every Sunday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Wednesdays, we're still going strong with some Chrono Trigger. It's been a lot of fun. We just met Zero, aka Robo. So that was a lot of fun. And now we're going to go meet the greatest partner of all time, which is Frog, aka Sling. Shout out to Sling from the Chun Discord. You're awesome, dude. When I'm gonna change up Sundays a bit, just because Owlboy's making me salty. We'll still be streaming Owlboy, but for now on, because I think it's supposed to be because I'm tired, honestly, from work, and work's been pissing me off a lot lately. So Sundays will be half one thing, half another thing. The 50-50, as I just randomly called it right now. So we'll be still streaming Owlboy for maybe an hour and a half, and then I'll stream something else, just to something more relaxing where I don't have to think as much. Me turn brain off, me play game, me happy, me fight. So this Sunday, I will be streaming the demo for Monster Hunter Rise, so you can see me fail in Monster Hunter in real time. So, yeah.
You can find me, your host Thomas, on Twitter as Gameplay Stuff. Also on Twitch as Gameplay Stuff. Tomorrow I'm going to be streaming Resident Evil 3 Remake. Apparently there's a big controversy about it.
Yeah, you don't see enough of Jill's butt. Sorry. Controversy ended.
No, the controversy is that they cut out a lot of content from the original.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
Since I haven't played, since I haven't played the original, I'm not going to notice. So
Yeah. There's that blessing.
Yeah. So anyways, I'm going to be doing that on Saturday. Then you can catch us here at charshot.com for audio, video, written content. I should have the makeover of the site up before this comes out, so that'll be fun. What else do I have? I have my email. You can email me, thomas@charshot.com, if you want us to review one of your games or talk about them here. We do the wrestling show. We do it on Monday. I don't know when it goes up. It's just whenever I get to it. Right now, what's leading the poll is the Beach Blast.
I didn't rig the vote. I swear to Christ.
There's 12 votes this time too. It's like one of our highest.
I didn't ask him to vote for. I just hear vote, and then, like, listen, not my fault. People can't resist Mick Foley. It's not my fault.
Yeah, I also called him Mankind in the poll, not not Cactus Jack.
How
and no one called me out on that.
I'm calling you out. Give me your fucking wrestling card, you son of a bitch.
I noticed it after I went like after it was like 10 votes. I'm like, oh shit.
I'm gonna punch it. So if I do it 4 more times, you get a free Subway.
Hell yeah, let's go. That's like our big joke on that show, Justin.
Every
Subway.
fucking time. Tuna melts.
You said wrestling, and I stopped listening.
What else? I think that's gonna be it for now. So until then, review our show, share it with a friend, and until then, guys, have a good night. Enjoy your games. Goodbye.
Share your friends.
I didn't plug Atomic Shot. Shit.